Alright, ladies and gentlemen, MrSotko here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about John Mcafee, because he's a total sellout. The biggest sellout, I think, pretty much of all time so far in cryptocurrency. But before we do that, let's look at the price of stuff real quick. So, first and foremost, we're in an upswing. Alright, so how long is it going to last? Well, nobody really knows. Nobody's going to give you the correct answer, but it is looking good so far. Perhaps we reached the bottom, and all the volume of the sellers ran out, and all the buyers are now the winners for buying all the way at the bottom. Whoever bought along with me at the bottom, congratulations, because we're probably going to make it out of this alive. So that is the price of Litecoin, as you can see now, 123. And just many hours ago, we were at $1.16 there, so it was pretty low for a little while there. And Bitcoin at its lowest earlier today was 69.07 or so, and now we are rocking 7,300. So up about we'll call it 400 and some odd dollars there, and not looking too bad. But again, if we scroll out to any kind of 1 hour, well, even the 1 hour is okay, but 6 hour is just starting to turn that EMA around, so that's not too bad. But the one day chart just kind of starting to crank it back the other way. So that's actually kind of a good sign, and we may have hit rock bottom there. And so again, making money in the crypto world is not particularly hard. You just need to have patience, and patience is something that is not taught through any kind of YouTube video, through any kind of anything really, or a book or anything. It's really a trained skill. So don't sell on the bottom because everybody was selling at the bottom. So when you look at the bottom here, that means somebody had to sell it all the way at the bottom. You're a fool if you sell at this price. Not good. So another thing, with investing is that the people that get in at the worst time are always the winners in the end. So for example, all the people that got in when Bitcoin was at 30 cents, that was at a time, you have to understand that time, that everybody during then had no idea what Bitcoin was for. You couldn't spend Bitcoin anywhere. It was totally useless for the most part when it first came out. There's really no arguing that. It's pretty much an undeniable fact. There was virtually no outlets in which you could actually use Bitcoin. So getting into it was kind of a hard thing. I mean, it's not hard to think that, oh, like, why should I give up my money for this 30-cent digital currency? Like, what good is it? I remember some news articles back in like 2012 and 2013 where it would be like, oh, mom and pop antique store in New York City is now accepting Bitcoin. And you're like, well, what's the point of that? Am I ever going to go to New York City? First of all, I don't live in New York City, but am I ever going to go there and then go to this mom and pop store in New York City and then spend Bitcoin that I bought online at $1 each and buy some antiques with it? What's the point of this? And then turns out, well, everybody was a little bit wrong, and it went to $20,000. So now, when it comes to now in the present, we see it bottoming out, and everybody, once again, for the, who knows, 100th time, was like, oh, Bitcoin is dead, Bitcoin is going to die, and sooner or later, it will turn around. There could be another dip after this one. There's no guarantee that this increase is going to last or it's going to keep going. You'd be a fool to think it's going to continue going up forever. There's always going to be dips. So just hang in there, guys. So now let's get on to the main news. John Mcafee. Yeah. The guy that made that software, that antivirus software, Mcafee, that software that used to run on your parents' computer when you were a teenager that would slow down your computer really bad, and you actually had to disable it to actually have any kind of functionality on your computer. So the antivirus software that protects your computer but bricked it at the same time. Awesome, Mcafee. What would we have ever done without you? The biggest toolbox ever. Pretty much a human wasteland and total sellout. He's basically like that big Craftsman toolbox you see in garages, the big red ones. He's that. He's not even a tool. He's the toolbox itself. That tools are actually kept inside. So let me get to the point here. John Mcafee charges $105,000 per promotional crypto tweet. So if you ever follow John Mcafee's Twitter and you see him tweet, hey, this looks like a really good ICO, and you're like, man, if John Mcafee thinks it's a great ICO, maybe I should buy into it. Well, the only reason why he's promoting it is because he gets $105,000 per promotional crypto tweet. There's not even any work on his part. It's just like, oh, did they pay me $105,000? Is the answer no? Then he doesn't tweet. If the answer is yes, then he tweets. That's it. $105,000. A few days ago, the famous entrepreneur John Mcafee revealed the price he was charging to put an ICO in the spotlight, 105 grand per tweet. The computer scientist, often accused of causing financial losses to his numerous followers, seems to have succeeded in his transformation to crypto shiller. 13 cents per investor. So does John Mcafee believe in the potential of the projects he promotes? Nothing less is certain. In a tweet published last week, the cybersecurity pioneer said he detailed on his website how his promotional tweets worked. We finally wrote down how our promotional tweets work. It's self-aggrandizing and ego-stroking for us. However, if you're planning an ICO, trying to boost a coin, or you want to shine a light on your latest project, you should overlook our swollen egos and see Mcafee Crypto Team. More like Mcafee Crypto Shills. Crypto Shills, awesome. If I could only get $105,000 per tweet, I would do wow, right? So on this new page, not saying I want to be a shill, but I mean, come on, $105,000. I mean, let's get real here. On this new page of his site, the one that announced in 2015 his candidacy for the president of the United States. Oh dear God, no. That indicates that it offers one of the most effective marketing demands for ICOs. It relies on his 810,000 followers, but also the fact that his tweets are frequently reported in the media. And we also learn the price charged by Mr. Mcafee for each promotional tweet. So it's $105,000, and considering only his own followers, the cost per investor reaches, it's only 13 cents per investor reached. Wow, what a great person, John Mcafee. You're so awesome. And I love your antivirus software that has bricked my computer when I was a teenager and I didn't have my own computer and I had to use my parents' computer to play Diablo 2 expansion pack and StarCraft. And I remember I have to always remove Mcafee every time, make sure that I exited out of Mcafee, because my stepdad would be like, hey, don't take away Mcafee or we'll get a virus. And I'll be like, no, I promise you, Mcafee's awful. And it bricks your computer. It's worse than actually getting a virus. I'll tell you what. If this computer gets a virus, I will just literally reformat the computer in like 20 minutes, and then just reload Windows on it, and everything will be fine. Screw Mcafee. On February 21st, through an article published on Facebook, John Mcafee revealed that he had put online a site managed by his teams. He is the CEO, while his wife Janice is the managing director. And the site doesn't offer just promotional tweets. Oh my God, it offers more? It offers many services for startups who wish to conduct an ICO. Strategic analysis, white paper redesign, website optimization, escrow, percent signs, everything. Oh my, for a low price. John Mcafee, you're such a great guy. John Mcafee had a lot of headlines with his Coin of the Day and Coin of the Week promotions. He may have caused several short artificial pumps. Oh no, that's not John Mcafee making artificial pumps. He's a great guy. He made an antivirus. Remember? Everybody loved it. A few weeks ago, he reaffirmed his bullish statement towards Bitcoin. He strongly believes that the price of digital assets will reach $1 million by 2020. Lots of people asking me over the past 2 days whether my bet is still on that I'll eat my dick if Bitcoin does not reach $1 million by the end of 2020. Absolutely. It is a bet that I cannot possibly use. Maybe lose was supposed to be in there. Use your heads, people. Run the numbers that crypto folks well know. Okay, I don't think it's going to be reaching $1 million by 2020. I'm sorry for all those people that want it to be $1 million. I want it to be $1 million, but I don't think that's going to happen. But even Mcafee can rely on a group of loyal followers. He is frequently criticized by many observers of the ecosystem. Virus Mcafee, also referenced on the Ponzi Scheme IO website, alongside the infamous BitConnect. And so just a little bit more, you know, John Mcafee's 1 million Bitcoin price bet just hit a major technical hurdle. And, you know, basically showing how the price of Bitcoin is going down. This was March 29th, so it was a few days ago when the price was still on its way down. Now it's on its way up for now, however long that'll last. Probably by the time I, like, upload this video, it'll start going down. You guys will be like, hey, the price of Bitcoin wasn't going up, it's going down, you silly man. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And, yeah, you know, it likes to go up and down, you know, according to JR Business. It's going up, bro, and it's going down. What am I talking about? All these coins are lit, bro. And not to mention that you know, oh, what was the coin? What was the coin? Oh, Ripple. Ripple is going to be the most decentralized coin soon. Of course it will be. JR Garage. You guys in your parents' business's garage looking like you guys own that thing because you bought it with some coins from your collection when you were a paper delivery boy making $75 a month. I'm sure you did. I'm absolutely sure. So, you know, it just goes on basically saying, if not, I'm going to eat my dick on national television. I'm waiting to see that. I know you're just a big liar, Mcafee, and I know, you know, it's not real, but I hope somebody sues you for some reason. I'm not sure how they would sue you for saying that, but I just hope something bad happens. Just because if you're gonna say you're gonna eat your dick on national television, you better be ready to do that. You know, maybe you can anesthetize yourself and then, you know, have somebody cut it off and then cut off the blood flow and then, you know, just you know, some fine spices, you know, maybe some Montreal chicken seasoning and some salt. And let me get a little more detailed here. How about a nice sugary with brown sugar, molassesy, sweet, salty, and a little bit spicy sauce on that dick while you do it, because I don't think it's going to be now it's $500,000. When I predicted at $500,000, when was it supposed to be $1 million or $500,000? This guy doesn't know what he's talking about, and you made a terrible antivirus software. I hate you, John Mcafee, to this day for your crappy antivirus software that like made your computer slower than when you actually had a virus on your computer, and that's why nobody uses your software to this day. Terrible. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.